Which?
We know the grand final. We're in
the grand finals, Chris.
Catusera against public enemies. Europe is out. Zacian banned again. I mean, we didn't cast a single Zacian, right? There was a Zacian earlier, Potato, but we didn't cast it, so.
Oh, one actually snuck through, huh?
Yep. And they lost. Right. So Zacian
sucks now.
Bad Pokemon.
That's what I've always said.
Looking for the Umbreon first pick now. I mean, want to maybe secure Defender with Slowbro being banned. And they don't want to, I guess they know they're going to get Blastoise or Buzzwole. They don't care which one they get, if they even want to go for it. But there's the early Leafeon again. No, this time much not last pick. Just straight up picked.
Yeah, Leafeon seeing so much value this tournament. Obviously, supporters like Hoopa, Blissey, Clefable, popular picks. Blastoise looks like it's getting locked in here. Wolf, are they going to pick up? What were they on? Glaceon earlier? Ooh, no. They're going with the Inteleon.
Inteleon as well. Still seems to just be the best bottom attacker. Just for the early game last hitting as well. Just makes it so much easier. As we now have a Lapras being considered again. I mean, it did good in the last game. In the last loser bracket final, so. Oh, the right team is from Peru. Okay. So we have Brazil. Mew. We have Brazil against Peru. Thank you. And there's a Mew finally. I was waiting for this Pokemon to appear.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is it good in this game with the Leafeon? That's the question. It is very strong early game though for the side of public enemies now.
I think it'll do fine.
And there's the Glaceon coming through.
It's really good. It's really it did get a nerf, but it's really good.
Talking about Snorlax. About the most balanced Pokemon. It might be picked up right here.
Wow.
That's gonna be a Snorlax. Is it a balanced Pokemon if it's picked in tournaments? Oh, that's a question.
Machamp was picked earlier, so I don't know.
Ah, no. But Goodra, yeah, see, Goodra wasn't picked. Yeah.
EU's sleeping on Goodra, confirmed.
No, I like Goodra, but I don't think it's anything special. No.
Stop sleeping on it already.
So we have a 1-0 lead. I need to update this. Well, we have 1-0 for Catusera as they come from the winner bracket final. It's going to be best of 5, 1-0 advantage for the left side team. And to be our champions. Oh, we missed game 1, yeah. We did indeed.
Grand finals time, baby! Here we go. So much Leafeon today. The first Mew we've seen on our broadcast. I don't know if we've seen it in some other games or not. And the first Snorlax we've seen.
Yeah. A Golden Badge Snorlax. I want to see some plays now. Do you think it's going to be Yawn? Or the block? That's always an interesting question as well. Yawn is also super good in tournaments.
Into Inteleon and Glaceon. It's great into that. Because Heavy Slam breaks Glaceon's passive. And of course, it just knocks up Inteleon. You hit him with the Yawn. It's a big stun.
It's just great setup. Into an Ice Beam or something. Into Solar Blade. Into Solar Beam. Yeah, we just have the entire team.
I'm hoping we see Yawn out here in this first game of this grand finals. Lapras too. Every team sleeping on Lapras except public enemies.
Yeah, apparently.
I guess it's got to be because of the upcoming nerfs. They just don't want to invest time into it. But
well, let's see how much does in this game if it's gonna continue. We haven't seen these two teams go against each other, right? So we'll see how that's gonna turn out. As we have the double EV towards bot path, Glaceon and Umbreon. Top a Blastoise and Blissey is gonna help out, of course, the center area a tiny bit just to make it faster. But I feel like it's not really necessary, but it's a bit of bonus experience for Shenzi as well with that XP share. As we have the 2 water defenders on top path.
Water Pokemon just feel like defenders, don't they? Just
yeah.
Big HP pools. There's that Electro Ball right into a boosted. Snorlax having to run away. Here comes the Solar Blade. Seeing if they can get a KO in this top path. Squirtle able to run away. Chansey eating another Solar Blade right here, but they are on this goal zone. They should be able to defend pretty well as we're waiting for Inteleon still in that central area.
Yeah, in bot path, we still have 2 EVs, so they didn't really get enough experience yet to evolve on the first stage. That's Mew and Snorlax. Mew and Snorlax is such a strong early game lane. That tech into Electro Ball, you can't get last hits against unless you get very lucky. Unless they mess up. Glaceon on level 4 as well. Gets evolution done, but of course it's quite weak until level 6. Without Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, of course, is quite bad. And Leafeon is just staying around top path, looking for the first Altaria spawn. Water Gun against Solar Blade. This is going to disappear any second now. There we go. All Altaria down. But Blissey goes in, gets the pound onto the Altaria, gets the last hit as well, and gets himself level 4.5.
Yeah, finally a nice little secure there here for our purple side, Catusera. They are the team coming from our winners brackets. They have that 1 game advantage. We got Mew in this bottom path. Mew Snorlax, even though Mew is newer, it does kind of feel like an old school lane, just seeing Snorlax in a lane in general. And there's that level 6 you were just talking about, Chris, which is a massive power spike for Glaceon.
Oh yeah, it really is. At that point, you can actually start laning. I think Speed Glaceon was always kind of questionable if it's good on bot or top path, but since XP share has always been a thing in pretty much every single game, it's for sure something you can play in bot and top path, but I would only really recommend it if you have an XP share next to you, otherwise it can still take a while.
We got a sneaky little play happening. Leafeon looking for this KO. They've been looking for it for a while. They are able to take down Blissey. It looks like this War Turtle is going to be going down as well, unless they can make a real sneaky play right here. I don't think they're going to be able to get away from Hoopa. Goals running in, and no, that's a double KO for the Hoopa.
And 30 points in for Leafeon as well. And again, Leafeons, we have seen it every single time today. In the early game, it's just unmatched right now. And I don't know what Pokemon could even match it, really, when it comes to the central area.
Yeah, it's been a great choice. I was listening to Slash, I think on his tier list a little bit, talk about how the central area, it really is a tough role right now. There aren't a lot of great options, but Leafeon seems to be a big choice. Nice snipe shot, taking a lot of that right there. And that secured, I think, again by the snipe shot.
Also because Leafeon is just not invadable, right? You can't invade a Leafeon. Like, it's gonna get level 4, doesn't matter what, very fast. So, yeah, it's just so safe. And other Pokemon, of course, always need level 5 or something else, or even late game, even level 9, level 11 or 13 or something, so... For sure, great choice. If we now have the first rage of the game, only level 7 still for the side of Glaceon, as Leafeon has Unite up, is going to probably look for it now, but kind of pissed right now, doesn't have support up, but there we go, Unite in, but the Throw Rage's going to miss, and Glaceon's going to live as well. Icicle Speeds are raining down. Blissey trying to keep Glaceon alive, and they do so successfully. There's a Light Screen now built up as well. Can they snipe it? Solar Beam comes through, and Mew is going to get the objective, and now the fight's going to break out as well. We have Intune jumping forward, Snipe Shot's going to land onto Hoopa with that quick scope, as we have Mew looking for KO already. Unite is going to explode, do a bit of damage. Sally got nerfed a while ago, as we now have Mew also maybe taken down by the Inteleon basic attack. Makes that a double KO, but the fight is still not over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do have the Heavy Slam Yawn, by the way, there from Snorlax. We were talking about this earlier, what was going to come out there. Fun fight for both these teams, and Mew still able to get massive secures from insane range, so I don't really think this Pokemon is hurting too much, but we did see a little bit of its, damage reduction on that Unite move, as you called out. Usually, players would be able to sort of set up a nice little mean Electro Ball KO there, and that could not happen.
Indeed, now level 9 for Lapis as well, doing quite well up against the Blastoise. Should be a pretty good matchup, as I'm going to look forward to Unite as well on the both carries right here, looking for a 1v3 KO. Next water pulse will be up, but the Ice Beam is going to be used to maybe run away. It's going to steal a few berries away, going to return to the next water pulse, but I think it's going to fall. But no, Leafeon jumps over. Lapis buying enough time for at least a 1-for-1. As the move comes up as well now, but Blissey is just going to tank it right there straight up. And Leafeon has to run away. Wasn't the eject button forward by Blastoise? And looked like the least, but try to, I think, push him out of hyperspace portal. But yeah, it wasn't quite in range.
Eject button hydro pump?
Yeah, I think it looked like it, but maybe not. It looked kind of weird because the light screen as well was pushing it back at the same time.
Here we go. We've got Mew up in this top path. Big old solar beam into a solar blade. Solar power up here in the top path. What is this? A Lord album? Come on. As we see some damage getting put onto this Regieleki, should be an easy secure for our public enemies as they do take this down. Push towards this goal, and obviously this is just going to walk and kind of be an Regieleki, but it does break goal.
Never feels good, but at least you kind of break the goal, open up top path a bit, but of course it always feels bad, right? Doesn't matter what, and now we have also Glaceon being able to farm those Innies for free until Rayquaza spawns. Bot path is so much farm up as well, so many white Pokemon being ready to be taken. As we're probably going to head into the next fight. We have 3 Unites on the right side, we have 5 Unites on the left side, so Catusera for sure want to go for this fight.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for them, as they've kind of been missing a lot of these objectives here. Just seems to, constantly have one opportunity after another taken away from them by public enemies. By this Mew, really. Mew has been playing great, and I'm not surprised to see it. Regirock getting pretty low right here. Snipe shot, but a little early. Leafeon moving in to actually pick up a KO instead, and it looks like it does take down Leafeon. Regirock extremely low, and I think that's a Solar Blade sealing it up. Solar power once again.
Leafeon with an amazing team fight, finds Intune very early on, also gets another Solar Blade up for the last hit just in time. So So the Leafeon player absolutely on top of its game right now. Going forward as well, right here, looking for the next Solar Blade. Gets the KO almost on Blissey as well. As Blissey has to run away. So blaming Charger Gap and Taylor going forward as well. With Drive gets a quick scope in as well to Snorlax. The base act should be enough. Was that an Egg Bomb on the Hyperspace portal? I think it was, because they didn't port back with it. As they're going to pick up 3 KOs right now. We have the team from Brazil on the 4 march right here onto the goal. 40 points will go in. And another 43 for Inteleon. And just like this, they might be back in the game. Actually, Snorlax buying some time right here. There's a beam coming in on the Yawn as well. And they're going to pick up Blissey. Boost Outtake's going to follow Inteleon as well. And actually, Snorlax with a hero play Heavy Slam is able to defend the goal for now. As he's going to look for Glaceon as well. Heavy Slam up any moment. There's Heavy Slam into the Yawn. As they're going to try to pick up Glaceon. Snorlax is still alive with the coaching as well. And they're going to take all of them down. 4 members down. 5 members down. What a defense.
What a play. These Snorlax plays, we talked about it earlier. That Heavy Slam Yawn, great fight from the side of Catusera. You were exactly right, Chris. It was an Egg Bomb that knocked them out of going home through that hyperspace portal. But Snorlax able to come back down in that fight, Unite move right into a Heavy Slam, and you just saw the incredible positioning and the incredible plays it sets up. The Heavy Slam with the knockup, the Yawn with a big-time stun, and then whether they have a Solar Blade or a Solar Beam or even Lapras running at them with Water Pulse, they are just in a great position to pick up Inteleon and Glaceon in those moments.
Indeed, another Regieleki is up as well. Heavy Slam goes in again, but this time Glaceon will be able to pick it up. And with Heavy Slam completely missing, that's going to be one dead Snorlax. Heavy Slam to safety, never mind. The Focus Band will be enough to get him into safety as they're going to try to defend this Regieleki. But it's only 8 seconds. You're already in double time.
Here we are, Rayquaza, the first Rayquaza of our grand finals. Nice little Solar Beam there from you. Both of them chipping at each other a little bit. Heavy Slam, Yawn. Blastoise in a little bit of trouble, but trying to surf out right here, catching Hoopa slightly, and I think both teams are just going to take this opportunity to reset. Hoopa portal starts out, so there's the Unite move. They're pushing forward towards this Umbreon, catching them, forcing out the Unite from Umbreon, and it looks like they're going to have to peel back right here. No Blissey Unite move being used yet. Solar Blade looking for a KO. Nice big Blastoise Unite, and Snorlax is off the battlefield as they get ready to continue pushing the Bliss assistance onto Glaceon, but it looks like it was actually too early. They didn't need it yet, and now, ooh, huge snipe shot as Mew goes down. 3 members down, 4, no, Blastoise going down, so 1 trade right there. Rayquaza is now at half. They don't have great secure. Lapras moving down. Hoopa looking to see if they can steal it somehow, and they cannot with the hyperspace hole. Big secure there by Catusera, and they are going to push, and they should be winning this game with all those shields.
Sniped against the Rayquaza in an insane team fight. Blastoise and actually Snorlax went down before Unite move even was available. He couldn't use it, just got stunned by Blastoise. And it bursted down pretty much instantly. 4v5 team fight. Hurts as a Blastoise, hurts for the Snorlax, of course. But Catusera now pushing forward as well, scoring so many points. Glaceon looking for another 100, maybe. They'll be able to get pushed away from. But with only 40 seconds left, they will not make it to the left side again.
No. The team
that was actually very close. Brazil.
Which one is it? This is the Brazilian team.
Yes.
Okay.
Public Enemies is from Peru.
Public Enemies from Peru. Did I say Peru?
It's been a long stream. I don't know what you said. Yes, you did.
It's been a long stream. I think I said Peru. All right.
Whatever that is. Yeah, nice. As we have 6 KOs, 120k damage on both, actually, attack on the left side. 111 on Leafeon. Such high damage numbers, actually, across the board. Gonna see Zashing being banned again. What is the price? So wait, what is Mr. Mime being banned? And Hobart? Didn't know that worked. I want to see Mr. Mime. I think Mr. Mime is undervalued. Straight up saying
I agree. I think Resonant Guard has been great.
But I think people are just bad on Mr. Mime, so they don't want to play it.
Not possible.
Because, like, you do have to put time onto Pokemon that are, like, not necessarily meta, right? So, do you really put time onto those Pokemon or onto meta Pokemon? I do think there's certain Pokemon that can be played. The people are just, like, completely...
Yeah.
Just...
Like Metagross.
Like Metagross, yeah. For sure. The Metagross.
First pick Slowbro.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, that feels like last year kind of stuff. I don't see. I feel
it
like
does, but it's just so game deciding still. Buzzwole, Leafeon, and this go for very strong early game.
Yeah. Buzzwole's so good, man. It's just crazy, crazy good.
So, do we see a Zoroark finally? No, but now a Zoroark into Slowbro doesn't make any sense. I was like, no, there's no way we're going to see now a Zoroark. I would like to see some Zoroark though, but into Slowbro, you do not want to do that.
No. It's
Also,
just a
Mimikyu is completely gone now.
Yeah, we only saw one Mimikyu game, right?
Mhm.
No Blaziken at all either.
Yeah, Blaziken just needs too long. Like level 8 in tournaments,
Yeah.
stacking is also almost impossible, so you don't get attack rate value barely ever.
No
And we have an
Zarina.
Eldegoss now with Espeon.
First Espeon. No, second. We saw that stored power earlier.
Really double
Last
backline
pick
still. I'm
Inteleon.
surprised they go for 2 attack against this, but okay. Sure. Last pick that Inteleon. Always does well, Glaceon. It's gotta watch out for that Leafeon, of course, but again, late game, I feel like late game is looking super good for Catusera.
Yeah. Yeah, there have been a lot of Pokemon we have not seen today. I don't know if some of them have been picked up by other teams, but we haven't seen Blaziken, Cramorant, Zoroark, Absol, Comfey. No Comfey, which is surprising.
Yeah, no Comfey.
Dragonite.
Dragonite as well,
Pikachu.
Pokemon that, like, yeah, for sure. I think people are too scared to maybe play. I mean, people are scared to play something not used to anymore, but
I think Outrage is pretty good, but maybe
Outrage.
it's also another
Yeah.
Pokemon that actually just needs so much experience.
It
Because it has
does.
a rough early game.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, the game ain't great. But I do think,
No
I don't know if
Gengar.
Outrage will ever be a viable, like, competitive build. It's just... These just basic attack builds just don't seem to work well on melees, I feel like.
It's true, yeah.
So...
And you see the value that teams put on range. Range is, if you have, the thing about coordinated play is when you have the ability to block for your ranged Pokemon, you can see that there's so much value there. In uncoordinated play, that's why Decidueye is great in coordinated and horrible in uncoordinated play. Every Decidueye that you run into in solo queue, you can KO 50 times. But when you have a strong team backing it up, that thing becomes an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah, it's also very different. I mean, Decidueye is such a fun Pokemon. Such a strong Pokemon as well. But it's fun hunting it down. As, people who watch me know.
Easy to do. Yeah.
It's just made of paper. You just miss it and you just, oh yeah, it's done. No PL, no team playing for it, as you say. And it's just very easy KOs.
Not going for a stack here. It looks like just going for kind of an easy secure, heading towards their farm right now in the top path. Buzzwole looking for a little something. Not able to make it happen.
Leafeon's going to join in.
Here comes that Leafeon. Oh boy, looking for a possible KO. Another Solar Blade possibly being thrown down. Nope, they're just looking for the secure here.
Solar Blade already, of course, doing a lot of damage. And wait, how did they share their buffs? Espeon took blue buff, right? Espeon taking blue buff for level 4. Leafeon taking red buff for level 4. It's just something you can always do with evolutions. It's just, it feels like cheating sometimes. It's like, yeah, okay, you get level 4 evolutions, first ability. You're so strong already. Don't need level 5. When Inteleon just has to clear the entire jungle. But of course now has a level lead as well.
They got every piece of that here on the side of the orange team. However, we still do get the superpower. We have the level 5. It's looking forward a little bit. Oh, this Inteleon could be in trouble right now.
What,
looking to
really?
pick up the KO. But here comes the Buzzwole. Wow, I'm shocked that it went for that.
I can't believe he went for this play. He was feeling himself. But, I mean, he was one basic attack away from actually getting the KO on Leafeon at least. But is that really worth it? You're in high-level Pokemon.
Trade, though, right?
Like, even if you trade it, and it's like, yeah, it's not even good. that was very aggressive. I'm very surprised he went for this play.
Just enjoying, just vibing. Sometimes you're vibing, you got that tunnel vision on, and you're just looking for the KO, and you forget that one of the most oppressive laners in the game, Buzzwole, is right there with one of the most broken moves. As soon as that thing hits 5, your lane is just a disaster if you're on the other side.
Espeon now picking up a double KO on bot path, as we have also mid-fight breaking out. Solar Blade is going to hit. Toy Chase on Inteleon right here is Leaf Blade coming out. Another Solar Blade, Inteleon was down again as well. So we have public enemies again with a great early game. Another Solar Blade double KO for Leafeon. As, yeah, the evolutions are taking over this game.
Dude, Leafeon's the best Pokemon in this whole freaking game. I can't believe it. It's
really
so
seems
good.
to be.
It's just so unbelievably good in this tournament. I mean, it does struggle a little late game. That is one of the problems with a lot of speedsters, honestly, is they just can't seem to close it out late game. But man, the early game from this thing is so gross.
He just keeps going and over and over and over again. Are they going to break this goal or not? He's going to stake up. He's going to build up the next Unite move as well. Every single score builds up that Unite move energy recharge. And it's probably almost back up again after scoring like 4 or 5 times there. Now maybe heading towards spot path. I'm actually going to go for this Regieleki instead. And it was Leafeon staying top path. And yeah, Catusera has to think about something. But again, they have better late game, right? They just have to scale. They have to make sure they don't go down all this often. And if they pick up this Regirock, they're actually in a pretty good state still.
Yeah, let's see what they're able to do. We've got that side beam, but it was just used. This is a perfect time to try to secure that, and they do. Very nice.
There we go, picked up, but 170 to 0 points. It's nothing you want to see, of course, even if you have better late game. As Buzz was looking for the flank right here, Inteleon walking up very fast. They're about to get Smackdown, eject button forward, superpower onto Inteleon. Easy KO right here, nothing even difficult to be about. As you have another Smackdown, Solar Blade hitting. Take down Blissey on the chase now for Snorlax. Can Snorlax get away at least? Gonna try to heavy slam across the void, and actually heavy slams back in. Doesn't think he can make it out anyways, as we have also Snorlax going down.
Yeah, it's better for them to waste time further away from that goal there, obviously, because they don't want them to walk right onto that tier 2 without pads, even though they were planning on making it there anyway. And here they are now, causing a lot of havoc on this tier 2 goal, looking for a score, but a nice defense there. At least they stopped them from scoring on that tier 2. However, once again, 170 to 0 right now. Leafeon and Buzzwole just dominating this early game.
There's a question about the double attacker, right? I feel like there has to be something else as well. Maybe that doesn't go down as easily towards this Leafeon. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Now with superpower here onto Glaceon as well. Jumping forward there with that Unite move. Bliss assistance as well. This could be the team fight. Blastoise has Unite. It's going to hit 3 members. Amnesia actually going to dodge it, but Buzz already going down. But it's a 5-man Espeon Unite. It's going to ruin the day of Catusera. What a massive Espeon Unite. They're trying to go so aggressive, and they get caught in it. Mistake coming huge in this team fight.
Wow, that massive Espeon Unite move, and then you just see that Leaf Blade jump in from Leafeon right into a Solar Blade. What an incredible combo there. That actually looked like it was completely going the other way, and now another fight heads over to the side of Public Enemies. Really strong game here in game number 3, and obviously they need it right now because the tournament could slip away from them if they lose one more.
Exactly, just one map loss away from losing this grand final. And they seem to be on top of their game right now, at least. But again, it's so far from over, this game. Even though it's looking great for them. We have seen a lot of comeback team fights this tournament, I feel like, right? Like a lot of teams that are losing one last late game team fights.
Quite a few, you know, if you just catch someone right, like this could be a
like
nice catch on their Buzzwole right here. Buzzwole unites to stay alive, picks up the Glaceon. Are they able to back out? They do. Looks like a buddy barrier from that Unite move, and then moves in with their own superpower right there to continue getting a shield. Leafeon jumping in, looking for another KO. They take Inteleon. Are they able to get Blissey as well? No, they are not. It looks like the Snorlax and Blissey able to stop them right there. Wow.
That again is a trade that might not be good for Leafeon, but in general, they of course took up 3 KOs. I really thought it was over for Buzzwole, but Buzzwole is somehow making it out alive and turning the fight around. Snorlax going to finally score some points, maybe unless Edgar's going to make it there in time. Edgar's running over, but will not be in time. That's the first 40 points going in for the team from Brazil now as they work on this Regice. And can Slowbro still raise the question? I think his bees are coming down actually onto the Slowbro, trying to poke him away a bit. It's just going to go for the KO instead, which I kind of like. But there's going to be so much healing coming down again. And now we have Leafeon being there. He just wasted too much time. There's Solar Blade coming down, and Glaceon also gets taken down at the same time. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, maybe just went for the Reggie, but of course we're always smart afterwards, right after we see how it turns out.
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20, as they say, but you know, at the same time, that was just a beautiful job of that Slowbro wasting a ton of time inside that fight. I was wondering why they weren't using the Regice for positioning, but it actually looks like they didn't want it to go down too fast, so they gave enough time for Leafeon to show up. Really beautiful play right there, as you know, this Buzzwole is finally just in way too deep.
And there's mistakes coming in. Buzzwole gets caught, Leafeon gets caught. And these are the kind of scenarios with a worse late game team comp that you just can't afford, right? Leafeon trading 1-for-1 and Inteleon getting a huge KO, and then Buzzwole going down. And the experience is still super even. It's just the point difference right now that's a bit of an issue. But I feel like those are the games on Buzzwole as well. Like, you dominate all game on Buzzwole Leafeon, and then you die one time and suddenly the game goes so south. This happens so often to me when I play those two Pokemon.
Yeah, that feels to be a common thing with Leafeon, where it's like you've been crushing all game and then one little misstep and now things are almost even. We're seeing it right here in this game, like you talked about. You take a look at the level parity. They're almost like directly comparable on both teams. Maybe they are exactly even. on both teams, essentially roll for roll. As we wait for Rayquaza here, possible the final Rayquaza of our tournament spawning here in 10 seconds. Nice snipe shot onto this slow bro right now, as we're going to figure out how these teams want to play it. Obviously, Catusera knows they're way behind on the scoreboard as they're looking for a way to start this fight. Charging up their Icicle Spears onto the Espeon right here. Espeon having to back out.
And Catusera always had amazing team fights in the final stretch so far in this tournament. With his Glaceon as well, bidding up the next crystals, looking for some vision to maybe put it onto Slowbro. But yeah, right now they have to do something. 160 points behind, with only 130 left. And they're going to be very careful for now. We have Public Enemies also playing pretty safe. They're actually allowing this Glaceon to just always auto-take this Rayquaza, which I'm kind of surprised they do though. Now they're going to get onto Slowbro, down to half HP already. It's going to try and see up on the Amnesia. And Slowbro, Blast is also going to take a bit of poke right here. Buzzwole looking for a flank, but neither team really doing anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Public Enemies knows their way ahead. Huge catch right here. There is the Unite move onto Glaceon. Bliss Assistance looking to save it. Snorlax Unite coming out. Eldegoss moving forward. Buzzwole looking for something, but it's jumping into the entire enemy team right here, and it might pay for it. No, Buzzwole picks up a massive KO. 3 down right now for the side of Catusera. They're in a lot of trouble as Glaceon finally goes down and they wipe the entire team.
And this time Catusera just has no chance. A 5-0 team fight. Another huge Espeon and Leafeon Unite as well going forward. This time Glaceon Blissey, they're not able to do anything about it. And it's going to be the first map on the board for the South Public Enemies in this grand final. Yeah, the team fight, I was quite surprised that it ended up in a 5-0. Right? They were able to keep Glaceon alive. 12-11 and again 170k damage on this Leafeon. I mean, yeah, maybe he should not be able to play Leafeon anymore. I just don't know.
Yeah, but
it's of course going to be the Buzzwole, but that Urshifu pick was almost instant. See how much I can do. Again, they also have that Rayquaza rip now, right? Glaceon, Icicle Spear, Wicked Blow, secure. They can always just try to go for it and win the game of it. So, going to be an interesting game.
They don't have a lot of great options for it, but I don't know. I think when I see choice specs on the Glaceon, I personally would maybe just rather have a curse item on that Glaceon right there. But
potentially, yeah,
they must be getting just an extra pop of damage. But you know, when you see a Blissey on the other side and a Snorlax, who both have some pretty good healing, you have very minor healing on Buzzwole, but it does have something. I might want a curse item. But I guess clearly we're not seeing a lot of it. We see one from Espeon.
Yes, I'm picking it up now, which I think also makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Glaceon just wants straight up damage, I guess. Straight up damage to get the Leafeon down. Which, yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with it either, right?
Does choice really change that much? I mean, I guess it probably
procs no a lot. Clue. Not really sure.
I feel like I'd never run it on Icicle Spear, but
no, I don't either. But I mean,
it's worth it.
I run Muscle Bend, so.
All right, well,
yeah.
Don't put that in a thumbnail, okay?
I know, I would. It's such a good item. No?
People are wondering where this bear is going to go. It could take center. I mean, it's a pretty good spot for Urshifu to be in. It has a lot of trouble in
Urshifu and center?
You don't think so?
No?
You don't think so?
I think it's going to head towards... I think it's going to invade.
Oh,
which is the center too, though.
Wow, what a tragic invade that would be.
Kafu invading. I mean, I've seen things before in this game that I wouldn't be surprised to see it. But maybe not in the tournament. As we have now Snorlax going for the invade onto the Kafu. And blue buff, no red buff is done. Over to Eldegoss. He just has to straight up run away. There's just this just walking it down.
So unfortunate. So unfortunate what it has to do. And now here comes Leafeon to steal away that blue buff. And boy, that was just really not fun here for our purple team.
I feel like this happens every game against Kapu, but there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to suffer through it and just realize, yeah, that's just how it's going to be. And try to find other ways on getting level 5. Looks like he's still going to get level 5, doesn't matter what, so maybe not too big of a disaster. But it of course means that this top path is going to be put behind as well, because now Squirtle had to give over experience to that Urshifu.
And now we have Buzzwole heading up to this top path. They were able to take a buff. They're going to be getting close to their 5. Leafeon is here. Here comes Dark Bear looking for a big secure, but it's all gone before that Wicked Blow hits.
Gone in an instant. Leafeon's damage in early game is just, it just doesn't feel fair. I don't know how else to put it. It's just not fair. That's Horror Blade damage. As we now have almost level 5 as well for the Squirtle, but Buzzwole is level 5. You gotta be careful right here for the Eldegoss. Jumping forward, looking for that muscle gauge build up. But actually the Eldegoss is slowing so much, Stormblade going down as well into slow, but he's getting taken down by the stored powers. The point and click also returns from the Glaceon, who's already almost level 7 already, actually getting a lot of experience in the spot path. Also onto Snorlax now, and Ice Shards are coming down. The basic attacks are there, but the next Ice Spear is just a bit too far away.
Yeah, I had to pull back as soon as they saw Espeon moving up because a stored power could definitely have taken Glaceon down right there. Nice little play by that Glaceon, who's clearly crushing it in that bottom path, already level 7.
Yeah. I mean, Glaceon, I'm surprised how. I'm not sure even how, but I guess Slowbro would have last hits, potentially.
Must be the last hits from Slowbro. Yeah, just powering it up to a crazy degree. And then once it hits 6, as we've talked about, and it finally gets Ice Shard, it's actually really difficult to deal with because it can charge up its spears so incredibly fast.
I mean, Snorlax did go for an invade, and that's also something that can cost you, right? If you go for invade, then you have one less person on bot path, which allows you, your team to just get more last hits in. There's another fight breaking out right here. Superpower onto the Wartortle, taken out already. Eldegoss being chased down next. So like Vibi dodged away. If full heal is going to be used? Oh, I think he thought he had eject button. This is something I do as well. But yeah, he actually has full heal. I'm guaranteed he tried to eject button. 100%.
Stacking up right here. Dark Bear in this bottom path. They're pushing forward with Glaceon, the Icicle Spears, picking up a berry to see if they can survive this onslaught a little bit. And it looks like with Slowbro there, they actually might be able to do it. Moving in with the Unite move, they're really looking to pick up this KO onto Glaceon. Still not able to do it. Having to peel back. Leafeon coming in and able to seal that one up. The KO going the other way as they're now going to push onto this Slowbro. 2 down for the side of our purple team as Leafeon's going to keep pushing their advantage right here. Snorlax moving in, trying to get a little positioning for the team, but actually getting chipped up too much, having to back off right now. These teams going to reset from this fight. Leafeon, obviously, after picking up that KO, was hoping that they were going to be able to push this advantage, grab another couple of KOs, and get Registeel. But now we have most of the team down here for our orange side and everyone down here from our purple team as Registeel is being ripped apart. Here comes the Wicked Blow secure, and they get it.
Leafeon almost making the no jumping forward. That's what the full heal is for. But eject button forward. Nice Wicked Blow into eject button. Still gets the KO on Leafeon. But he went full heal just to counter the Urshifu Unite. Could be 28 points going in right here to set the goal at 1. Espeon again with the Knapp as well. Just trying to defend the goal. And looks like the push will be done over now. Stored power, Psybeam. Nicely done. And the last 2 games now, the Espeon has been getting a lot of value. As we have Blissey now going down as well. But looks like Buzzwole is pushing the Regieleki in. 2 KOs for the Buzzwole, with the Regieleki going in as well.
And look at it, level 10 up there all by itself. Just stacking up, getting tons of points. Nice Leafeon Unite, which is up every 1 second as they're going to push towards this goal. Only 2 members of Catusera here to do anything about it as they're grabbing the berries away from them. And we see this fight is going to continue. They should be able to make a real dent into this. Slowbro is really tough to take down, but they have a lot of damage onto this goal right now. They're actually just going to be scoring during this fight because they're not able to break through the defenses. Finally, it goes down. Here comes Urshifu looking for a KO, not able to make a ton happen, pushing back towards the goal. It sees these Eevees. They're very, very juicy, but it's not able to pick up the KOs just yet.
Yeah, not quite enough range then the Wicked Blow to actually get the KO. Not sure if he had the eject button up or not, but didn't fully charge it up either. Was just trying to go for the KOs. But both Eevees do get away. 100 point lead now for the side of the team from Peru. Looking great as well again. They just don't seem to have an answer for this Leafeon ever. And it just keeps on happening the same thing. But late game team fights again. I think, again, are in favor of Catusera. And this time they're not as far behind as last game.
Here we go. Slowbro moving forward, looking for just a quick little score right here, possibly getting punished for it. I have to assume they're stacking based on a play like that as Blastoise is moving forward. Nice surf to push them off right here. Can they pick up this Buzzwole? This would be a huge KO with these berries. I don't know if it's going to happen. Buzzwole does have that increased muscle gauge, but here comes a nice Icicle Spear. Buzzwole fighting in that top path 3v1, and it does go down. And now they're fighting here in this bottom path. Snorlax making it just a little too late to save their ally.
And now Leafeon is back as well, but Glaceon trying to have fire right here. Swordblade just barely missing as Leafeon trying to get a counter KO after getting taken on by Urshifu as well a bit earlier. Snorlax jumping forward here, but the eject button being used by Glaceon gets him to safety. As we have both objectives still up right now, let's see which teams are going to go for what. Snorlax still staying top lane, going back up here, which means that we have the team from Brazil with advantage now. Buster walking up right here, actually has to be a bit careful not to get taken down. We have no Unite moves left yet on the left side, but they're just going to try to burst this down very fast.
Yeah, just going to take it real quick. I mean, this is one of the great advantages of having that Dark Bear right there. Dark Bear and Glaceon, what a combination. Insane rip and insane secure. If they're around an objective and no one can stop them, they're going to be in a great spot here as the Bliss Assistance comes in after they pick up that first KO, and they're just going to keep it going right now. Blastoise moving in, trying to do something here, but it might put itself in a position to get KO'd as well, as Buzzwole is going to chase it down, slightly missing its superpower. The goal is gone. Slowbro is here, but Slowbro can be taken down very quickly as well using an eject button to escape, and it looks like Public Enemies are going to back off of this fight. They got a lot of what they wanted out of it.
Yeah, 4 KOs and also breaking down the bottom goal. So now again, still kind of the same lead in points though, somehow. But the Regieleki could also go to their side now. We have Espeon hitting level 12 now, getting that Psybeam Plus as well in. As, I mean, the experience is still quite fine. Ushifu's level 13, Glaceon's 13 on the left side. Right side we have Buzzwole and even level 13. So Catusera is pretty much the same in experience. Even have their defender support be a high level. So this game is still a long way to go for the side of Public Enemies to maybe hit into the final game. Big Blow is going to miss right now, going to engage right here into the Snorlax, as they're going to start up this Regieleki.
Yeah, it looks like one of these teams would like to secure this, take it away from their opponents. It's a little dangerous right here because it really could go either way. It's not a game-changing objective right now, but I don't think either team obviously would want it heading their way. I'm surprised that there was a little bit of a fight near it.
Snorlax Unite moved in this fight now.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Snorlax Unite moved.
Oh. Oof. Well, then they better take this fight right now. It looks like they're trying to do just that against this Blastoise. Dark Bear coming in, trying to make something happen. Big Blastoise Unite hits 4, maybe 5 of them. The Slow Beam onto, what did he hit the Slow Beam on? Onto the Espeon, but not able to follow it up right here. Leafeon trying to make something happen, but it also goes down. 2 down right now on the side of Catusera. 3 now down. Wow.
And now there's going to be free Rayquaza. Espeon and Snorlax will not be back in time at all, right? They can just go through this. Urshifu actually messed up Unite Move completely, but it doesn't matter. Glaceon is doing so much damage in this team fight. Rayquaza on HP. Psybeam against Wicked Blow. And who's going to get it? Glaceon secures it for the side of Catusera as they're going to head towards the next goal zone. They have to score just one time to put themselves into the lead. That was such a chaotic team fight.
Yeah, great team fight right there. I mean, they had a couple big catches here, and now we see the points running in. Beautiful 31 into a 50. It really doesn't look like Public Enemies can do too much right now as they're trying to stop something from happening here. They are not fully out of this game. There is a minute left. If they're able to get a big KO here, they can do something. But we're going to have to see if they can make it across the map in time, as it looks like Catusera is going to keep pushing right here. Glaceon with that shield is just going to do so much damage. Also almost getting rid of a Blissey in a single Icicle Spear combo right there. And they're just going to continue this fight. The longer this fight goes on, obviously, the better this is for Catusera, because it just gives Public Enemy no time to make it across the map and do anything.
And Glaceon doesn't even care about scoring. Glaceon is just doing damage after damage, just farming damage numbers right now. Doesn't care about scoring. And I think now it's for sure going to be another 98 points going in for the Blastoise. 28 seconds left. And yeah, our champions are going to be Catusera from Brazil with an amazing tournament.
What an amazing tournament. They really did. Public Enemies playing fantastic in these games. That Leafeon doing so well early, but it does struggle in some of these late game team fights. We've seen it throughout this tournament. One Pokemon that really never seems to struggle, man, is that Glaceon. It's just so incredibly strong.
Yeah, there's so much in the last team fight. And in the end, the 5-man yawn to finish off the game. my time to sleep as well. So. All right,
go.
Fun tournament.
They put the entire enemy team to bed. They put Chris to bed as well. You have your grand finals champions, a name I unfortunately can't pronounce too well, but we've been calling them Catusera. It's triple, I can't get it. Lookout Do Capital Catusera wins the Unity Clash Winter Showdown.
Well, in English, it's Captain Catusera's crew, so that's at least reasonable to say. But yeah,
I think totally reasonable.
Fun tournament. Still unfortunate that now esports had to forfeit, but Glaceon farming good amount of damage there in that final last minute. Does not even care about scoring, just doing Icicle Spears for 149k damage.